Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, good night. And it's more on the good night side of the conversation here. We're doing a later night working group for Gigs Go Green. And this is an ongoing working group conversation around refining our narrative for HeroX Community Energy Innovation Prize. And the reason this is a late night working group is that we have coalesced here within the last week or two around submitting our project for the Polygon Village Biddle on Polygon, and we're specifically submitting on the Giveth.io track, which has 170,000 MATIC at the reward for the quadratic funding round. And join with me tonight, we've got Tyler, Mrs. Yonks, who is my superpower. Thank you, Tyler, for everything that you do. And part of the reason that we're doing this late tonight is I wanted Tyler's full attention so that we can really be most effective. And our baby girl is asleep at night. Also joining with me is Amy, and she's been building with us all along the way through this Web3 journey that we've been on, and Christian. And welcome everybody. We've got a lot of agendas, so I'm not even going to take time on any more of that. Let me minimize things. We use Notion for building all the things. And let me minimize this, make this a little bit bigger. So scroll up here. This is our Notion page for our agenda and meeting notes. Let me make this a little bit bigger for everybody on the live stream here. It's a little too big for my perspective. So scrolling down, we've got a tight agenda. So one of the things that we've got right now, and the clock is ticking, we've got 14 minutes to participate on this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this open into my screen. And this is something that I'm going to share here on Discord too. Let me go ahead and enable live streaming mode on my Discord real quick. And I'm going to bring this into the fold for everybody, because we do have a live stream channel on our Discord. So, hello from Discord. So it'll be interesting to see how that propagates here. And this is what I was wanting to share with everybody. This is our quest that's currently live on Queston. And this is a quest. I'm going to bring this into the screen for everybody. And I'm actually going to go through right now on the live stream. And this is one of the things that I would encourage everybody to do on your end that's on the Zoom right now, because we may be the only 4 people that claim this NFT. And the reason that I know that is because this is something that I've only done 9 airdrops for whoever can participate. And the way that I structured this contest on Quest in is that only the people that have contributed can participate. Right here's this little checkbox. NFT holders, gigs go green, we diddle on Polygon. So anyway, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to click on this follow gigs go green, verify, and it's going to go through a verification process. And apparently it's not gone through a process. It's been a minute since I've looked at this, but anyway, this is what the process looks like. So that was a very simple process. So it's going through verifying, and I don't know how long that'll take, but I'm absolutely following. I also, while that's doing its little thing there, I'm going to go to the Gigs Go Green Twitter channel here real quick, because I sent out a post. Let me make this bigger for everybody on the other end. So I posted earlier here. Let me go to profile. Verify again. Let's see if it checks this box. All right, so I'm verified. I do follow Gigs Go Green. Now, this is the other workflow that I wanted to create, is repost a tweet. So let me do that. Repost. So here's a link to the tweet. You can now repost that. So I already reposted it because you can see the little green arrows. Verify. I checked both boxes. I'm going to claim my reward, and I'm going to get a screenshot here because that's just the way that I roll. And I know that everything's on video, but my screenshots are different video reel. Anyway, claim reward. So one of the things that I'm not sure about, and I'm going to minimize the full screen here. Okay, so this is one of the things that I thought may occur. So I don't know how many people are going to be able to claim this because it does require some MATIC. So let me go ahead and confirm this. And this is one of the things that I want to do with our community. And one of the things that we're going to be unpacking here shortly is our MATIC treasury that we received earlier on, and that'll come a lot more apparent here soon. So let me go ahead and refresh this and see what this looks like. So I was successful in claiming that NFT. Here's the Polygon transaction record, and this is one of the things. I successfully claimed my NFT through this question, through this quest. Here's the TX record. Okay, boom, there we go. So again, hopefully this isn't too challenging, and this is one of the things. The whole goal of this quest is to become a verified community on Questin, so that because I think that that's a requirement to get our quest that we're going to create right now on our working group. So I'm going to stop talking and see here how everybody's progress is going on the other side of this conversation.
I think it's good.
When you said it's good, were you able to go through this process, Tyler?
I'm on the screen where you are. My problem is that I can't figure out how to. I went into Twitter, I disconnected Questin, and I'm trying to re-add it, and it's still saying I'm connected somewhere else. So I don't know if I need to go through all of our Twitters and find out where I'm connected or what the problem is.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons that I like using different profiles on Brave. Like, be prepared. There it is. It's a long list.
So many profiles.
But anyway, so we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna put this on the shelf. I think that I got my NFT and I saw the Polygon TX record right there. So one of the things that I did, and this is something that I'm going to go on this tangent real quick here. Let me actually go back to the agenda because I think that this is something that I captured here. I didn't actually get it added, so let me go there real quick. So DWork is our task management system that we use. DWork is not something that we created. This is using composable technology. This is one of the things that I love about Web3 is the composability. So this is our DWork board, and I don't know if people find it busy, but what we're building isn't super like we've got a lot of things going on. So right now, gigs go green. This is our simplifying the conversation. And the way that I'm building DWork, just so that everybody knows, Tyler can attest, Amy can attest, both participated in our getting things done. I'm a huge fan of GTD methodology. Are you a fan of GTD methodology, Christian?
Very much so, yes, without a doubt.
So it's been like that's been absolutely foundational in the way that I roll. So I really view things through a GTD methodology, getting things done. So like we've got a project here, our mini project. This is what I'm calling a mini project. So mini project this mini project, this Polygon, like what will happen here, we've literally got 5 days to know if we're going to the second phase. That's why I'm calling it a mini project, because if we don't win this joke race contest that we're going to continue to unpack during our conversation, we're done with this mini project, and then this mini project is done. So that being said, I created a board here, Biddle on Polygon, and let me throw this link in Discord for everybody. So here's Discord. This is our mini project for the Polygon Village Grant on dwork.xyz. So there's a link to the mini project on dwork. So right now we're talking about creating the narrative. And this is one of the things I created this. And this is one of the things here. This is something that I'm trying to get better at. Tyler and I are committing to getting better at this, leading by example. So this is the question thing that I just went through the process. And the thing that I wanted to bring up here is some closing thoughts, is that I did make a slight execution mistake. I'm not even going to unpack that now. This is something that I'm going to come back to later. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because this is basically one quest that we're doing to check a box right now. This quest is literally only available, and I saw that counter, I don't know if everybody else saw that, the counter moved down from 9 to 8, and I don't know if that was because I completed that. Anyway, one of the things, let's go ahead and move on. Does anybody want to talk more about Questing before we move on down this list? We've got 5 minutes left on this, so hopefully everybody's doing their thing on their end because this clock is ticking.
Questing is telling me that I'm not eligible for that active.
So do you have your Coinbase wallet connected to the site, Christian?
I did the Coinbase, yes, it's connected. And I can see it on the top right.
So if you're clicking on the claim reward, you need to go through these 2 steps. You need to make sure that these boxes have a check on your end. And there's 2 items on this quest. It's
right.
Following.
So if I click follow Gigs Go Green on X, up on the top right says you're not eligible for this active.
So this is probably some workflow that Tyler is also struggling with as far as the authorizing the Twitter app. And this is one of the things, just from a side note perspective, is that one of the things about Twitter rebranding to x.com is they have fabulous webhooks, and that's one of the reasons that it's so popular with the crypto community, is the webhooks that they've created that's not Facebook. Facebook and Google also have a lot of webhooks, but Google is not a social media platform. Facebook is, but that's something that Facebook's API from a, so
hey Jason,
go ahead, Tyler.
If we don't win this thing, are we still out the $500 to $800 to participate, or we get that back?
No, this is something that we're putting on the line. My expectation, Tyler, is that this is something like, let's go to, I think that it's going to be a solid return. My belief is that we'll absolutely, like, one of the things that I'm wanting to do is to build community at galaxy.com. Like, I've had the conversation previously how Forbes is building their Web3 presence using galaxy.com. Galaxy has a higher barrier of entry for participation as from a startup standpoint. One of those barriers of entry is 200 Twitter followers. That's one of the things that my expectation with this Questing, this $769 that we're going to be proposing via Snapshot and executing during this working group tonight, is that this will put us over the 200 Twitter followers. Now, I might be wrong. That's my belief. So I'm going to move Queston off. I'm going to move this window. Go ahead, Christian. I see you got your mic
Yeah,
open.
I just need to know if you guys want me to pursue trying to get the validated or on Queston or
It's the whole purpose of this is that we need, as far as gigs go green, which we're positioning as a project slash community, we need to have a quest under our belt. This is the quest that we're putting under our belt so that we can do the more important quest, which is this one right here, launch the Queston quest using actual dollars. Like the quest that we're doing now and attempting to participate in as the most accurate representation is, like, I think I'm probably going to be the only person that checks this box. Like, and that's okay, because this isn't that important. This is going to be the first of many different things that we execute through Gigs Go Green. The most
so
important.
with what
Go
you've
ahead.
done, we're good to go then.
I believe so. Like, keep in mind,
Okay.
Christian, this is like me learning with everybody here, and this is the way that I roll. Is like and that's one of the things I love about this format, is that I get to learn through this process as well. And we really want, like, we're building here a FEL culture, fun, earning, and learning. And that's one of the things that we're going to continue to amplify. And truth be told, like, I'm wanting to be very intentional. If there's ever an event that we host that isn't fun, earning, and learning, let me know. We love the feedback, and that's one of the things that we want to get better at, is receiving feedback. We're, as you know, Christian, we're taking a community first approach with every step of the way. And the better that we get at doing that, I think the better that we'll become how we're building. So launch and participate. I'm going to check this box. And right now I'm going to go back here real quick because it's at the time frame here. So let me go to my Queston dashboard and let me see here if I can actually claim the reward. Anyway, I'm going to come back to this later because we've got a lot of other stuff. So actually, now that we're on Queston, let me see if I can go through communities, my community. Okay, so here's where we're at. So we're on the Gigs Go Green community dashboard, and this is one of the things. One quester, one winner. So I was only the person. So let me go get verified. This is the whole reason that I went through that quest that we just did, was to get verified. Verify your community. Connect email. Submit. So I don't know what the time frame is. So this is something that again, this is the first process that I'm going through. So we'll see here. And one of the things, Tyler, like, that we're going to be incorporating into our joke race submission. And let me bring that on screen here. Bring this off. So this is something that I was drafting earlier, and I think I've got it in another window. So yeah, this is something that I was showing, the narrative for Joke Race, where we have our village biddle on Polygon. So I think I've got the window here. So here's the link for everybody. This is what it looks like from my perspective. So the way that I structured this is that my wallet, yonks.eth, is the wallet that's eligible to submit for the Village on Polygon grant. And this is one of the things I'm going to throw in real quick. The project home page equals biddle.gigsgo green.org, and this is a redirect to our Notion page here, which summarizes the stuff. And this is something that we can potentially update, but right now it's basically like the details of the contest. And this is one of the things, again, that we can update and kind of refine here after the fact. So right now we've got the time deadline, and this is where, let me make this bigger for everybody. So this is one of the things I was working with behind the scenes that works very well from a copy and paste standpoint. So this is the narrative that I was creating. And one of the things that I'm going to do real quick is like, why 769? So let's go back to app.queston and just go to the homepage for queston.com. I've already got my wallet connected, as you can see here, yonks.e. And one of the things that we're wanting to do, hopefully, is be on the top of the Pops chart. This is something that bumped from 569 to 769. So our goal is to become the most bountiful community in slot number 5 with 1,000 or with 769. Now, we could potentially go higher if we want to go like 1,069. What are your thoughts, Tyler and Amy? I mean, this is money that we're paying it forward through the Retoken DAO treasury through this proposal right here at Vote. Go ahead, Tyler. I see you got your mic open.
Yeah, I'm not super clear what we get for I mean, it's a donation. Who's the winner? What are we doing on this? I'm not clear what we're spending the money on.
Okay, so it's to create our quest so that, and the thing that I'm pretty sure is a requirement, see how all of these have a green check mark here? I don't know how long it will take for Queston to verify. But if we really wanted to ensure that our quest, I think that it may be worth, because we've got 4 days. I don't think that it'll take 4 days for Queston to verify our eligibility to participate. And this is one of the things that I'm going to take off the record and see if that I can bump up. But I'm really thinking they would probably, instead of us trying to get in here at slot 5, be more strategic to go at 1,069, because we put this proposal forward to grant gigs go green, and this is something that we all voted on. We all, me, you, and Amy, to put forward. And I'm not going to unpack like, here's the link to the proposal that we put forward. There's a lot of history. We've been building on Polygon for years. We launched Retoken the Real Estate DAO on Polygon in 2021, and assessing all the current blockchain scenarios, I still feel that Polygon is the best chain to build on. That being said, I also want to position what we're building as blockchain agnostic, because one of the things that I know that we could do under the hood is to navigate as a community from one situation to another situation. I like to build from a technology agnostic standpoint. So that's a different conversation entirely. But this proposal, like right now, let's go to CoinMarketCap to take a look at what MATIC is trading at. So let's open this up just in this new tab here and search for MATIC. So right now, MATIC is 87 cents. So we would very easily be able to do a swap for this. And this is one of the things that this proposal is only about half of the Retoken DAO proposal. My expectation is that this will pay it forward. And one of the things that we're wanting to do is a second round where I'm not even going to unpack that right now, but does that make sense, Tyler?
Make sense to you guys? Christian, Amy?
Full disclosure, and I don't know if Jason went over that. I'm still trying to get my bearings with decentralized DAO and crypto and all that. So I'm in the conversation, but I'm not grasping 100%. So that's where I'm at.
So let's actually here. Let's actually process this proposal. Go
I
ahead, Amy.
say
Go. Yeah,
something?
absolutely.
Miss Amy?
Please.
I'm having a hard time with this going back and forth with MetaMask and the Quest. I've done it like 5 times and it's still, or even 10 times, it's still going. And then when I have to go to Twitter, it takes forever for it. So I don't know if it's my reception.
It's yeah, I'm
It
agreeing
might be
it's
your reception, but Tyler was also struggling with that. But go ahead, Tyler.
well, what I was gonna say is if our goal is to onboard dozens, hundreds, thousands of people into this community, if this is their
or
first experience with it and the
or
price is
what,
like a couple bucks, I'd give up pretty quick if I was like, okay, I
it's
click a button and the thing
a little
didn't
frustrating.
happen.
The customer journey in that part is not.
So keep in mind here that this question is a journey specifically for existing Web3 natives. Like the way that Polygon has architected this joke race is that it's a whitelist that only Web3 natives can participate in. So this is one of the things that we absolutely need to understand, embrace, get feedback on, because like this is one of the things right now that the whole goal of Queston is to, and joke race is to check this box and move to the second round, which is where we can like this first round, Web3 natives. The second round, I think like you like look at this website here, Joke Race, and let's just even like this is the contest page. Let's actually go to Joke Race homepage. This is a page that's not a beautiful UX UI. UX, user experience, UI, user interface. So this is me going on the record and saying Joke Race as it exists in 2023, December 13th, is not a fabulous UX UI. The whole purpose of this first round isn't to be a fabulous UX UI. It's to, with Web3 natives, to create where we can shortlist. The way that Polygon Village has architected this contest is the whitelist is for 100,000 Web3 natives. That's one of the things, like going back to this is like looking at who the parameters. So they created a whitelist right here as far as submissions and voting. See allow list here. And let me go to the page that I linked here at biddle.gigsgogreen.org, which redirects to the details. And this is one of the things, like looking at their, and I can't remember exactly where it's at. I've got a lot of the details here. So this isn't meant to be a fabulous UX UI for non-Web3 natives. This is very intentionally architected from a content standpoint to be specifically for Web3 natives. So this isn't something that I would architect a great user journey for. And this is one of the things that we need as builders with what we're building here to be very cognizant of. So this is more of just checking this box so that we can move to the next round. And like I said, we'll know in 5 or 6 days whether this contest is a green light or a red light. Go ahead, Christian. I see you got your mic open.
Yeah, I mean, simple question. If this is not a final product and is not something that needs to be completely polished for the customer experience, is that what you're saying? Because then whatever it is, it's good for right now as a
So yeah,
this to get us through the hump. That's all we need, right?
This has a very short audience. This contest is geared to Web3 natives. I don't like I know that Amy's wallet wasn't shortlisted. I haven't checked to see if Tyler's wallet was shortlisted to vote. Like going over here for voting, it's got a whitelist. This contest is only eligible to be voted on by a whitelist that Polygon, because like one of the things that I was thinking of doing was potentially onboarding new Web3 people and voting on this contest. But that's not even something that's eligible with the way that this contest is architected, is because it's whitelisted based upon the criteria. So yeah, this isn't a product at all. This is to see how much that we can amplify to participate in the 170,000 MATIC. And so I'm not even going to unpack quadratic funding. If we get past this first phase of this two-phase contest, I'll share a Twitter space that Polygon Village hosted talking about quadratic funding and how it can benefit our project. Because right now, if we don't get past this, and right now we only have 2 hours and 15 minutes to create a narrative and submit a response via the submit a response. And that's what this page, I'm going to move these windows over here. That's what this page on Discord is about. So let me go back here, because one of the things that wanting to do is, well, I already checked that box as far as the verifying the community, but so let me get back to the agenda here. Submit our narrative for Polygon grant on Jokerace. I think that we actually need the link here for the question. So I'm moving that up on the priority. So let me open this up, because I think that we can create this pretty quick. So my community quest. So I was playing around with the draft here, and this is something that I'm going to link you all so that you can take a look at. And this was with the 569. I think that we should bump it up to 1,069, honestly. The opportunity for our project not to get bumped at that threshold. And let me see. So let's actually do this right now. I'm going to go back to this proposal. We're actually going to execute this proposal right now. So this is a proposal for funding Gigs Go Green with 2,222 right here. This is the amount. So let's actually initiate this transaction. So this is a transaction, Tyler and Amy, that you will need to approve within the SAFE app. And I'm actually going to go to safe.global. So safe.global, Christian, is a multi-sig wallet that has multiple billions of dollars of total value locked in the smart contract framework. So this is the trusted solution for decentralized autonomous organizations to keep money on chain. So I'm going to click on this button from safe.global to launch wallet. And this is something that we've been experimenting around with for a long time. And this is where we're actually going. I'm going to change this to I've got a lot of wallets here because we've been doing a lot of experimentation. So you can see here's the one that's got over 4,000 MATIC. The proposal that we made was less than 50% of that. So what we're actually going to do is, let me look at the assets here. My mouse is freaking out or something. So going to assets, MATIC. So let me open up a new window. And this is one of the things too, where we have a database. I'm going to open up a new Notion window here. So one of the things that we do in mostly is I have a smart contracts database in Notion for tracking all the things. So this Safe app is a smart contract. So the Safe contract that for the wallet here, where Amy and myself are multi-sig signers, and let me throw this in the link. And this link that I'm sharing here, Christian, is something that you can absolutely open and explore to view the Gigs Go Green Safe. And let me link you up to the one that I was looking at here, which is the one from Retoken. So what we're planning to do, and let me actually do this here real quick. I'm going to throw this instead of linking into the Zoom. So Safe source. We are now going to transmit. Let's see. Here's the proposal link. And here's the quantity. From Retoken DAO Polygon to Gigs Go Green Polygon based upon approvals in this DAO proposal. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these links in here again. Here's the link to Retoken DAO Safe. And here's the link to, I'm going to open this in a new tab. So this is the Gigs Go Green Safe that we created. So let's go ahead and go to and I'm going to copy this address right here, copy to clipboard. And I'm going to be completely transparent. Like, I haven't done a lot of transfers. I've more been on the startup side and not on the operational side. But what we're going to do here is click on send. So here's the address, and we're going to copy the amount here from the proposal. Must be a number. Let me delete the, okay, it didn't like the comma. And I'm going to bring this out and do a little screenshot here. So as we can see here on the screen, this is about 50%, 2222 of the 4562 balance. So let's go ahead and click on next. Balance change. Transaction checks, blah, 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 sign. And this is where the MetaMask signing confirmation window will show up. And this will look very different from Tyler's and Amy's perspective. One of the things, and I'm going to open this in a new tab here as far as the transaction details to see what this looks like. So Tyler and Amy, can you check your Safe app to see if you have a pending confirmation?
I. Oh wait, you did on retoken. Poly retoken. Yeah, I got it here.
How's it looking from your side, Amy?
What am I supposed to look for? It opened on retoken DAO. I
Wait.
change it.
Are you on the Ether, the Polygon, Amy?
Yeah, we
Let me look.
have an ETH safe and a Polygon safe for retoken.
It says Ethereum.
Yeah, switch to Polygon.
Still on retoken DAO.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be like safe dash poly dot retoken DAO.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going back in the house. I'm freezing. Is that okay with you?
So how do I change to Polygon?
There's a little arrow at the top with the list of safes.
Please. Think I'm gonna drop the thing and then wow, yeah.
List on the top. I only have retoken here. Should I have? Is Gigs Go Green a separate wallet? Is that what you're saying?
No, so this transaction is on retoken, and have you added the
I'm sure he'll cooperate.
Polygon safe to your mobile app?
No. Are they two different ones?
Yeah,
Jason, you want to
so
follow up with her on this after the call, or
no,
Yeah.
we need to do this because it's got to get funded, because this is the MATIC that we're going to be using for doing
okay.
this quest. So this is like the whole. Let me copy this here, Amy. I'm going to send you a text.
Is there a link for the Polygon safe?
Focus on the case. Thanks.
So like if you click on the little pull down and you see the add safe account.
Okay, pull down, add safe account. Hold on. Yeah.
So click on load existing safe account.
Okay.
You have a duty to report
And then
And
choose
choose
Polygon.
Polygon. Okay.
Yeah. And then the safe address is, I just sent you a text with the safe address. It's this address right here.
You text it to me. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one.
Detective Lowell.
Copy. And that's the one I put in here.
It is.
Enter safe
And
address.
the oh wait. So let me see here. Yeah, the safe address is what I gave you.
It says MATIC, and then it's 6E1B on the very end.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
I heard yelling.
What do I do from here?
So choose that safe on your pull down, and
And
you
then
should have
press
you should have a confirmation that you need to approve.
Choose a name for the safe wallet. Gigs Go Green.
No, so
No.
that safe wallet is this one here, Amy, is the
Retoken still.
yeah, I'll send you a text if you want to just you can call it whatever you want. Polygon retoken. It's not like a critical, it's more for your benefit than technical value.
Okay. So I can name it however, I guess.
Correct. Yeah, like poly retoken or whatever. And this is where like we call it here in the, and this is the smart contract database. Let's see. So we call that safe. This right here, safe. If you want to add it, like what is in our smart contract database, that's what we call it in the Notion smart contract database. And this is one of the things, just like continually put out from a best practices standpoint. This is information that we keep locked in Notion so that it can't be changed easily by whomever. So, but
Okay,
I said
it says here after I click next, it turned into Polygon, but it didn't have how much money we have in there. But it
Well,
has here. Okay, go ahead.
the important thing is when you're on that safe in the safe app is you should have a transactions that are pending that needs your
Transaction.
confirmation.
It didn't have any transaction pending. So what do I do?
Are you looking at the Polygon safe in your app?
Yeah. And it says 0 USD. So
If it says 0 USD, you're probably not looking at the right safe. And if you click on the little pull down at the top
mm-hmm.
and change it to, it needs to be the one that's ends in 10D8. D is in Delta.
Ends in 1. It's not the one that you just sent me in the link.
No, it is, and after you add that, it should be in your safe list.
Okay.
Talking about the case. Why was the shooter the only OP crew member on the scene?
There's only 2 safe accounts here. One is the retoken Poly and the retoken DAO.ETH. And the retoken Poly is the one that's checked, but it's not.
Does the account end in 10D8?
Where is he? Grocery shop.
Actually, that's not what you text me.
Oh,
You text me 6E1B ending.
You're right. Thank you for that. So my bad. Here's
Okay,
me.
so I need to erase this.
No. You're a signer on that one too. That's the one that we're transferring into. So my apologies, Amy.
Okay.
Here's add this one too. So and thank you for bearing with us, Christian. Like, this is one of the value propositions of the working group, is that this is all a learning experience for us here.
Yeah, it's all good. No worries.
You're gonna send me a new address? Okay.
I did, yes.
Here's the deal. You tell me about the shooting, I'll keep you posted on what's going down with that officer with the future friend. Right. I'm not things to do, excuse me.
Okay, next. Now this is the
I still can't believe that kid is running the OP crew. Yeah, his sister went down for aiding and abetting.
That's the safe-poly.retoken DAO. I think I gave you the wrong address for
Yeah.
Gigs Go Green.
I see it now. It's here now.
Okay.
So I click on transaction and see if there's pending. Okay.
Yeah.
Needs your confirmation. So confirm. You are about to confirm this transaction. I click.
We know you've been wanting to take my script for years. You can make this right. The innocent man is dead.
Confirmation submitted.
Could have piled on the charges.
Do you see me there now?
It'll take a little bit to propagate, but it should come across pretty soon. And let me do a refresh here.
Nobody likes that dude, all right? Any idea who might want to frame your crew? No one. You love to respect you.
Still says awaiting, so we're still pending. And I just got to interject. This is one of the things that I love about Web3 and blockchain technology, is that it's permissionless. Like, Tyler can attest how much it's been a pain in our ass to attempt to move money through the traditional financial system. And anybody that's attempted to move any money to speak of through traditional finance shares those pains.
A lot of courage to get up on this stand. Staying home. We are along with several developments here with ABC News at this hour.
So did you click on the confirm button, Amy?
Yeah, twice, in fact.
Okay.
Should I attach my wallet? It has my wallet address in it.
Yeah, do you have MATIC in your account to execute? I don't know.
Oh, that's why. I was trying to think what you said something
No,
earlier.
it looks confirmed here because it's showing 3 of 3. This looks so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a screenshot here where this refresh. So you had
I think I have point 0.000000 MATIC.
well that's the thing that's awesome about MATIC is doing stuff on Polygon is like marginal compared to on mainnet. So I'm going to go ahead here and click on execute to execute the transferal, and this is to fulfill the proposal that we voted on. And I really like to call this the pay it forward, and I'm not even going to unpack the pay it forward aspects here. I think that Tyler and Amy would probably agree that this is us paying it forward to the Polygon ecosystem with this, because truth be told, this MATIC has been sitting in our safe for literally almost 2 years now. And this is something that I'm really excited to, again, pay it forward to the Polygon community.
Okay, so you will press the execute, right? I don't have to do anything anymore, is what I'm saying.
That's correct. And I'm actually going to, I clicked on the execute. Let's see. Let me make sure here. Execute. I don't think I actually clicked on the execute button. And you could have, and here's, since I'm the one screen sharing on the live stream, thank you for bringing that up, Amy, because I thought that I did that. And this is me being a neophyte on transitioning money through Gnosis Safe. But this is just a testament, like I said, that money's been sitting there with no concerns or anything for almost 2 years since we received it. And I'm glad that we're paying it forward to a worthwhile project with Gigs Go Green. And let me actually open up this transaction. I'm going to throw this in our live stream as well. So this is I'm going to just do, here is the TX record for safe transferal.
How am I being paid for them?
Oh, that wasn't really it.
Hey, Laura. Sorry to just drop in on you like this. I meant to call. Sorry about last night. Oh, don't worry. Got us out of dictionary.
Okay, that's a little better there.
How are you holding up? Come on in. I'll make some tea. Well, actually, I'm
So let's see if that's in the I think I'm on the safe here for assets.
Yeah. Here to talk to you about the bell.
So I don't know how long that'll take to confirm.
Yeah.
But you have found Andre.
No. Any idea?
Andre knows the street.
So it looks like it's still pending. Let me go back to the agenda and see where else that we're at. So, and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. We had 1 hour allocated. This is something that I'm going to continue to work on until we get the narrative submitted for the joke race contest and the question. I can keep this open. I'm going to take a brief minute or two pause here while we're waiting for this transaction to confirm to take a bio break.
Even 3 times now. Should finish first.
the hospital. Hey, don't you? I'm gonna make my.
Hey, Tyler, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you get the quest done? Did Christian get the quest done?
I couldn't
Or
get it.
Me too. It's so frustrating. I don't know if it was my connection, but it just kept going round and round and round.
I got my
I
wallet
couldn't do
connected, but the
mine. It didn't
Twitter,
go through.
it kept going for me. The problem was the Twitter was saying it's connected to another account and then said none. So it wasn't giving me the other account it's connected to. So I don't know. I did it a half dozen times and tried disconnecting it from Twitter and reloading the window and everything. It's none of it worked. So I just kind of gave up on it.
Did you get yours done, Christian?
No, as I explained earlier, it was not allowing me to click on that on the two links to validate. But from the get-go, I did receive a message right above the two options, basically saying, if I say this right, is that I was not eligible for that token or for that whatever that was.
I think I saw that message when I tried to claim it. It says I'm not eligible, although I already followed it and reposted it, but I guess I did not validate it yet. So I went back there to validate it, and I was having a hard time getting in Twitter. And by the time I was in, it already ended.
Yeah.
So I said, "This is so frustrating. This is not a good user journey."
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's all a
like
learning
I asked
experience.
Tyler, like I asked Jason, he said that it didn't matter, and these are just kind of like first steps towards something that is going to be more relevant. But we're not at the customer. I don't think we're customers. We are the designers at this point. We're the visionaries. We're not even the early adopters. So we're just setting up a framework or a foundation over which, once we build, we'll start getting closer to what the customer might eventually interact with. If I am understanding this correctly.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
actually going to interject. You're absolutely correct, Christian. And here's the thing. When you talk about customer, I prefer to use like community member and like our target audience that we're building gigs go green and the circular economy are gig workers, primarily Uber and Lyft drivers. Now, that being said, we're also substantially building using Web3 and blockchain technology, which we all know right now, where we're at today, we're all early adopters. Like when you think about who has a Web3 wallet or who's even heard of Web3, all indications is that most people don't have any clue of Web3 and the value proposition. And as I've said and will continue to say, if I had to summarize Web3 in one word, it equals ownership. And that's the immense value proposition that we're building with this Gigs Go Green engine is ownership for gig workers who Tyler and I, based upon the research that we've been compiling, also based upon our personal experience, like we're accredited investors and we can't even qualify to buy a house in Colorado because the mortgage process is so fucking broken. Excuse my French, but it's fucking broken. And I'm not even going to amplify that any more than that. And again, I'm trying to pare down the usage of explicatives, but this is a great use case. And I'm just going to go on mute with that thought right there.
Yeah. Could you corroborate what I'm about to say? Because this is just my intuition is telling me that this is probably what you've already envisioned. But fast forward a little bit when this is a little more kind of cooked and right from the foundational standpoint. When we get those community members to finally see or interact with how to sign up and how to interact with the system, I would imagine that it would be as simple as them installing a couple of apps, give them some few instructions that we could put together rather simple. And they're not going to know whether they're on Web3, Web8, Web9, and if this is decentralized or if it's a DAO. They just see their interface in front of them. They know the clicks that they need to do and the things they need to do, and it becomes rather simple for them. Is that the idea?
No, absolutely. You nailed it right there. I mean, the world's largest brands are embracing Web3 technology because of the value proposition for that it creates for them to bypass some of these, Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and, these social media platforms that absolutely have complete control over your accessibility to platforms. But anyway, that's a conversation that is too much to unpack. I'm just looking at my screen right now. The confirmation is successful. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love because we just sent several $1,000s during this live stream using a process that none of us have really done with any degree of consistency, period. I mean, I even helped Amy walk through the process of adding a new safe to her mobile app that she didn't even have there previously. But because of her Web3 wallet that granted her the ability to sign the transaction, she was able to approve that and we're able to move money to fulfill this execution strategy that we're embarking upon right now. So the money is in here. Looking at here, we've got the 2,222.02 MATIC, and this is me being a true geek when it comes to numbers and dates. And I'm not even going to attempt to unpack all of that, but I am wanting to get a little screenshot just for sentimental purposes. And I love creating content. I don't know if I'm going to actually use this content anywhere else, but I do want to get this date because 2/22 of 2024, that's the significance of this date. February 22nd of 2024 is when our security token offering is going to hit the road, where people, gig workers, ideally, and here's the thing, we're not going to create barriers of entry for people to participate in our security token offering. But ideally, we would like it to be mostly for the benefit. And this is one of the things that we're absolutely going to be architect into the value proposition, is that it will primarily be for the benefit of gig workers. But we've got a long list of agenda and we've got to get going because this is one of the check boxes that we need to do so that we can get the money in our quest to execute this smart contract that we're talking about. So let me get back to our agenda and let me check this box here real quick, move this off the screen. So this is where we're at. We're still, I didn't even have the agenda on there for transferring the money, I don't think. So launch Quest and Quest using 769. And this is something that I've got to keep a close eye on the time because we're less than 2 hours for the finalization. So let's get back to Queston here. My community, I'm going to bring this into.
So, Jason, in sweetening the pot for question, you're saying that more people will engage in our quests if we have more money in there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so let's actually take a look at that real quick here. And this is the DApp for Queston at app.queston.com. And the goal here of our contest, and let me throw this in our live stream channel, DApp for Queston.com equals. So looking at Queston's homepage, when we scroll down here, and there's different criteria for checking the boxes. I'm not going to unpack all of that. But right now, the thing that I'm most interested in unpacking is this top of the pops chart. See here, like there's 5 most bountiful communities over the last 7 days. And I want to be on this top 5 list with gigs go green. Now we don't have the green check mark, and that's one of the things that I've got as an action item that I'm going to take offline to see how quickly that we can get the green check mark to be a verified community. But like here, the 2 choices in my opinion are 769 or 1069. So the 769 would put us at slot 5, 1069 would put us in number 3 slot. Does that make sense? So what I think that we should propose, getting back to the proposal over here, instead of 1000 or 769, I think that we should do a 1069. And how much? Let's actually what's everybody's thoughts on this number? Because like I don't know what the number is. I don't have a swap calculator in front of me right now. And this is something that we should probably do. Go ahead.
So Jason,
Amy.
that sweetening the pot does not necessarily mean a conversion, right? Because I don't see any of those people on the right be on the left. So what you're just doing is visibility, like people will see who we are.
Absolutely. This is awareness, number 1. Number 2 is that we're actually, and this is one of the things that we talked about in our previous working group. Let me bring that up. I'm going to make a new window here real quick, and I got to close some because my computer's starting to scream at me. I'm going to close the Discord window because I think I'm done with Discord. Side note, Tyler, I need an upgraded computer with more horsepower because this is an ongoing frustration that I have. I don't know if that will really resolve the problem.
Let's make
Go
a deal.
ahead.
You close all your windows, I'll buy you a new computer. Deal?
What's that?
I said, I'll make you a deal. You close all your windows, I'll buy you a new computer.
You sounded like a robot, and I don't know if that's my computer like being stressed out because I'm trying to process too much, but I will close some windows if that means me getting a new computer. So if that's what I heard, I can commit to doing that.
She said all the windows.
So many windows. So many.
Yeah, it's
It
an
looks like the
ongoing challenge.
I wish you could actually look at the front side of his computer. It looks like the opening scene from The Matrix. It's just like scrolling and scrolling. It's like
So when I used to work in process improvement for, let's say, a warehouse, there's a simple saying: the more space you give to the storage, the more they're going to fill it. So applied to this case scenario, perhaps the more power you get there, Tyler, the more windows you're going to have open. And so you got to wonder, do you need more power or you need less windows? Just a thought.
I think Jason is trying to do her Christmas wish, his Christmas wish list.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, and I don't know how much of this is the video camera. I stopped the video here. Is that coming? Can you hear my audio good?
We can hear you.
That's a yes.
This is something that was on my screen here that I was in the process of closing out some windows. So this was the NFT that we started earlier here on the conversation. I think that I was actually probably the only person that successfully minted that NFT. And this is one of the things that want to figure out just from a feedback perspective as far as from a user onboarding journey. And that's one of the things that want to be very cognizant about. But is my audio coming through for everybody right now? It seems like my clicks are getting a little better. Can people hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
hear
got
you.
it.
I see a thumbs up from Christian, so it's still a little gook. I'm going to work on closing out some additional windows here on my end for better user experience for myself. All right, so how's somebody speak up here and see if I get gook or if it comes through.
Can you hear me?
It's still very, very robotic on my end. I don't know if I need to reboot my computer here.
Check, 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 check. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jason, can you do the rest of this meeting on the phone, or do you need your computer to do what the rest of what we need to get done?
I'm gonna restart Zoom and see if Zoom is the problem here. I've closed out most of the resources on my computer. I'm gonna hop back in. Hold on. All right, I'm reclaiming the host there. How's that? Is the sound good on your end?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, apologies. I don't know if this was recording to locally on my computer, and this is one of the things that is a just a thought for consideration later. But getting back to the agenda, because we're on a deadline here. So launching the question. So here's getting back to our question page. So we've got the quest over here. I was working on this draft here. Let me go into edit and copy what I've got over here, which wasn't much. And I don't know how much that we should modify this. Let me actually go here real quick. So here was the narrative that I was working on for Joke Race. Let's talk about this because a lot of this may be able, and let me actually get the link here for this campaign. I'm going to do this in another tab. So create a quest and so right now I think the big decision is 1,069 or 769. Is everybody good with 1,069?
You good with that, Amy?
I'm okay.
Okay.
It's an experiment. I hope it works.
Well, okay. So yes, that's absolutely correct. So, like and here's the thing, Amy, like when you think about like what we're talking about, like everything that we're doing is an ongoing experiment, and like the main goal with what we're doing is to create a successful security token offering where we sell out our token offering. That's what I view as a success. And that clock doesn't start until February 22nd of 2024. And we'll have 1 year to run out that time frame. And truth be told, if we get millions and we don't sell out with 15 million, 5 million across 3 buckets, it will still be an immensely successful token offering. So that's kind of my thoughts. And when we think about $1,000 compared to a 5 million offering. So anyway, I think that we can get our community verified. I don't know if that's a prerequisite, but I think that the 1,069 will put us over the threshold for a minimum barrier of entry. So anyway, let's dissect this. And actually what I'm thinking, I'm going to just copy and paste where we're at here. I'm going to copy this. Let's see how this copies and pastes. It looks like it copies and pastes pretty well. I don't know if I have the links in here. And this is actually one of the things I see. Do you have somebody have their mic open?
Yeah, I just have a question. Who will be reading this? The people that are going to, is there like the platform that will approve this, or these are the actual Git workers that would actually get to see this spec?
No, so the way that we're structuring this is a contest for Web3 natives. So the only people that can actually vote in the joke race are people that have been whitelisted by Polygon Village. And let me see if I have joke race. So
Yeah, you're basically telling me that the structure of what you wrote and the content and all that is basically the standard for that type of for that group of people, right?
well, the fabulous thing about Joke Race is that whoever is hosting a contest on Joke Race can design their contest through whatever parameters that they have defined. So Polygon Village, the people behind this grant that we're pursuing, have defined the parameters, and they had parameters for the vote list here. So here's the let me click on this. So this is the voters. I'm actually going to download this into a folder here real quick. And I've got a folder. I think I've already downloaded this, but I'm going to download it one more time in a folder that I created on my Mac Mini for this particular contest called Voters. And where this comes into play is over here. Let me go ahead and save these settings because we're drafting our contest. So one of the things that we're wanting to do with this contest is one of the goals that we have is to get 200 followers for our Twitter page. So I'm going to add this as a template, follow on X Twitter, and we're wanting people to follow Gigs Go Green. Gigs Go Green over here at Twitter, Gigs Go Green, the Twitter account for Gigs Go Green. Very few posts, 6 followers. The goal is to get this over to 200 so that we can create it like Forbes. They have a space on Galaxy. Threshold 200 followers in order to create your own space. So that's a threshold. So one of the goals that we have with this quest is to get 200 followers. So I'm going to click on Save Settings and see where we're at. So one of the other things that we were wanting to do is that Tyler created a Google form where people can submit their details so that they can opt in to receive the NFT for Gigs Go Green. So like here, our Gigs Go Green is at OpenSea at Gigs Go Green. So here's the link, OpenSea.io collection Gigs Go Green. So one of the manual processes that we're wanting to do during this is create an opt-in opportunity. So like people that go through here, they follow us on X, they repost a tweet. And this is one of the things that like right now, the only criteria, I'm going to just go to save settings. So like, so all users, we don't want all users. We want to change the eligibility of this to upload addresses. So this is one of the things that we're wanting to use the CSV file from what I just downloaded over here via this list. And we're wanting to upload this same list because we're only wanting to create the eligibility for people that can vote on Joke Race. So like over here, I'm going to discard these changes. And I think that there's a custom made, let's see, off chain. And this is one of the things, I don't know if this would be a referral. What's the other options here? Custom made. All. Let me just look at all. So we're basically wanting people to go to Joke Race, which is a link, this link right here, and vote on our Joke Race, right? Like that's the main goal of this. And it might have to be a visit website right here, right? Plus template title, vote on our jokerace.xyz contest for village let's just copy and paste this here. This is Village Biddle on Polygon number 1. Village Biddle on Polygon number 1. And here's the URL, save settings. So let me do a preview where we're at right here. So right now we have 2 criteria. Follow Gigs Go Green on Twitter, x.com. Vote on our joke race contest. Now, the other criteria that we were wanting to put is our Google form, right, Tyler? The one that you created earlier today.
Yeah, I have a Google form ready.
I don't know if we can do 2 entries on this. This is one of the things. Let me click on plus. Okay. And we're going to call this a bonus. Receive your DAO NFT for Gigs Go Green. We're going to call this in parentheses Google Docs or Google Form, right? Is it a Google Form or Forms? Google Form submission?
I did it on Google Forms. I don't know if you want it in some other form. It's in the
Can you throw
Web3.
the link in here, Tyler, so I got that?
Yeah.
Because we can still edit that after we create this contest, right?
I don't know if you can or not.
Well, I mean, you've been editing it today. You can go in and edit it like
Yeah, you can
later.
edit it. We've done Google Forms
well,
in
this was
my other.
this was about the unlock protocol airdrop. Is that what you want?
Yeah, it's basically a form because what we're wanting to do here is I'm not wanting to airdrop because like the people that vote on this because they're wanting to participate in the drawing, like, you know, and they have no desire of participating and they want to just check some boxes. Like, I'm okay with that because we want to get the 200 Twitter followers, we want to get some awareness, yada, 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 right? Like, I don't want to airdrop people in NFT unless they're absolutely interested in contributing. This is one of the things that will be good from a data standpoint is just knowing the numbers. Like, hey, we got 200 followers and like maybe 30% of those people wanted to receive our airdrop or whatever, right? Like it's just numbers at this point in time.
Do you want me to add questions about what their Twitter is and say, did you follow us, or they have to do that anyway?
No, that's automatic. That's the fabulous thing about this Queston framework is that they have the methodology to verify that.
I didn't know if they'd be able to see the opt-in without completing the quest first.
And I'm just opening up this link because so this is the and again, this is something that we can change later. Opt-in, unlock protocol airdrop. Right now, I'm just wanting to get our contest submitted on Queston, and I'm wanting to get our joke race submitted because the clock is ticking, and this is something that we can edit after we get our Queston submitted and our joke race submitted because anyway, that makes sense. And I'm putting in Google form submission required. Eligibility, upload addresses, CSV file. Let me go ahead and upload this. This is the voters.csv that I just downloaded. And let's see if it likes this form. It looks like it does. Save settings. Upload address count is more than max count. So Joke Race or Questin only allows 50,000. Should we do, man, this is tough now. Should we do 1 of 2 and 2 of 2?
Sure, we can try it.
Technicalities. This is rubber meets the road, where we're building live on live stream. Setup, discard. I'm going to discard those changes, and we're going to do 1 of 2. I'm going to throw some stuff on a clipboard in another window here real quick.
Tyler, you said that it only allows what, 50,000?
Yeah, 50,000 was the threshold here. So I got to hack, if we're going to do 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. I got to hack the 100,000 list that Polygon created into a 1 of 2 and a 2 of 2 list.
50,000 what? What's the unit?
And the challenge with this is that this may, I don't know, like the unit is just a list, so it only allows 50,000 lines on the CSV file. The CSV file has 100,000 lines on it because it's a whitelist of 100,000 Web3 addresses. So Polygon Village.
Okay, so they're addresses, like people's or websites.
Web3 wallet addresses.
Gotcha. Okay, that answers the question.
Yeah, so it's a whitelist of 100,000 Web3 wallet addresses in the Polygon Village ecosystem. So, like, let's see. So, see here, this is the preview of the quest that we're creating. And let me see here. Save settings. And I don't even know. Let me bring open a I'm gonna work at my other window here real quick. 100,000 lists is a lot. So I'm opening up Google Sheets in my other window here and importing that list. File, I'm gonna just do this here because I might as well. File, import, upload, browse, and this was voters, I think. Voters.csv right there. Import data. I don't even know what the technical capabilities of Google Sheets are as far as from a line limit standpoint. So this is the way Joke Race works. Is it's a very simple CSV dynamic. It's still working here. Column A, address. Column B, number of votes. And you can see here, let me scroll down to the bottom of this. So this list has 97,475 on the list. So I'm going to just duplicate this, duplicate, and I'm going to just voters. It might be I don't know if there's any. Does anybody have any Google hacks? Let me just let's just scroll here. Let's do this with the scroll.
Hat
So-
for what? What are you trying to do?
I'm just splitting the CSV into two files, Christian.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm gonna cut it here at 50,000, and anybody below 50,000 is getting deleted. And I'm gonna delete this tab. I'm gonna just do this delete. Okay. Voters 1 Biddle. December 13th, 2023. Share. Oh, I don't want to share it. I just want to done. Export. I think I just need to download CSV. Voters 1. Okay, there's voters 1. So I'm gonna close this file, open, go through this same process, voters. Link spreadsheet, file. Open. I think I can just drag this in here. And I just need to delete anything above the 49 to 50,000. Delete row 2 to 499. File. Download CSV. And we're calling this builders 2, voters 2. Save. Okay. So we're going to change this to upload address, CSV, voters. Voters 1, open, save settings. Oh, save settings. Okay, so like that, rewards method, Polygon, separate amount. So this is one of the things that will split up our reward token type, number of rewards. So this is where it'll get a little bit more interesting because we've got to split the rewards now from one contest to two contests. Enter a number of rewards. I think I had a. So should we do two 569 quests?
I thought that defeated the point of getting in the top 5.
That's what I thought.
Well, I think it's the most bountiful communities, which I don't think is on a quest standpoint. So like if we wanted to like really split it up, like anything over $1,000 threshold. So like if we wanted to do like what's 1,069 divided by 2?
534.5.
Round it up.
535.
Would you say the amount was?
535.
Not rounded up?
534.5.
534.50?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check first if you could do that.
Well,
If you can create another account. I mean,
so
another race
it's
or another.
yeah, what we're doing, Amy, is we're breaking it into 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 from a quest standpoint. So when we're talking about splitting it evenly, 1,069, 534.50, and so let's see here. Number of rewards. I had this broken down fairly well when I didn't have to break down the contest here. My community, taking a look at our drafts. So I had it broken down into 4. Let's just go with these numbers here. And let me just save these settings and see if I can get the link here real quick. Preview. We biddle on Polygon, number 1, 1,069 USDC, airdrop 1 of 2. Just throwing some links in here, and I'm just going to copy this because I'm going to start another one also over here. Quest, draft, create a quest, title. This is 2 of 2. And I'm going to just throw in here the same copy and paste stuff. I think it throws in there pretty well. Save settings. Twitter. We want to follow Twitter. Gigs go green. Save settings. Upload addresses. Upload. And this is the 2 of 2. Voters 2. Open. Save settings. Polygon, lucky draw, separate amount. So let's see. Yeah. think this is our one of two. I'm gonna move this over here just so I can track this better. So we're talking 4 and had 50 USDC. Was actually 200. That's what the thing was. So the way that Queston works is that you put in the total amount that you want on that, and then it divides automatically. So we're not wanting to do a reward. We're wanting to do token, add reward, add token. We're not wanting to reward an NFT. $300. $10. Actually, I think this is wrong. That's what I was wanting. A $10 reward, 300 USDC with 30 rewards. So now we've got 4 winners getting 50, 30 winners getting 10, and then add another token reward with $69 getting 1, and there we go. So this is prize 1 right there, 569. Let me save these settings. So I think this was 2 of 2. Yep. So the other thing that we were wanting to do was repost the, do we want to even worry about that? What do you think? I think just getting the followers right now is good.
I think reposting would give their community a chance to see what we're doing.
So do we want to create a tweet right now, Amy? Do you think?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So let's see here. I think we have a link. So our app.queston gigs go green. So here's the link to our Gigs Go Green community on Queston. So let's create a tweet here for Gigs Go Green. Post. And let me actually just get something that's kind of. Gigs Go Green, a movement for gig workers. We biddle on X. Let me just get this because this is even easier. Although it didn't copy and paste nicely. Follow our community and join the fun. And feel free if anybody wants to chime in another thought on what this tweet looks like, but this is actually tweet 6, and I'm actually going to post this as a reply on this thread. Is this a good one, Amy?
Yeah, I might even cut and paste it for LinkedIn. Yeah, you already had Gigs Go Green on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, we've got a showcase page on LinkedIn for Gigs Go Green at LinkedIn
Yeah,
/showcase/ Gigs Go Green.
or I can share it on my own thing from Twitter. I think sometimes you could do that from Twitter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so here's the tweet. Let me go back to the setup. Discard entries. So we're adding a Twitter repost the post plus save settings. Let me go to this other tab. Same thing. Post to post. And I don't think we got the other criteria. I'm actually going to get this formatted the same where it's the same because I don't see any way we can, I don't know. Oh, you can look at that. You can drag and drop that, which is fabulous. So let me go to the drag and drop thing. So this is just me toggling between quest 1 and quest 2 to duplicate this in an effort of splitting this up because Queston only allows 50,000 instead of 100,000. So we're creating this 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Visiting a web page. Settings. We're going to want to visit another web page. Plus, this is to bonus. Save settings. Let me get these in the same order. Repost. Save. Let me preview this in another window. So this is one of two we don't have. We've got follow gigs go green, repost, vote on joke race, and the Google form. I think that that's good for this preliminary aspect. Thoughts, Amy?
Yeah, that's a lot already, so that's okay.
Yeah. Well, we're throwing in a big pot here. I mean, like, and yeah, so I agree that it is a lot, but it's also something that there's a lot of Web3 motivated quest and bounty fulfillers. And this is one of the things where rubber will meet the road to see if this is something that resonates with the community at large. So I think that I'm on the first tab here with one of two. I'm going to change the rewards to Polygon because I don't think I got the rewards copied over. Let me go to the reward tab here. Entries. So separate amount. You draw 4 200, 4 200, 30 300. Oh, I'm not on that. Add reward token. 69. Save settings. Let me go back to this quest link because I think that this is where we've got the link that we can now work on our joke race narrative because we've got one of two and two of two. So let me get these links in here. One of two. And the two of two. So this is the joke race narrative that we've been building on. So when a pool from 1,069, and I'm going to put a plus here because I think that it's actually going to be 1,070 rounding up. Quest. Let's just go one of two. I'm going to create like this note. Question only allowed for 50K on CSV import. Please check one of two or two. Let's do this. Or two of two to see which whitelist you may be eligible for participating with your wallet. And I'm just going to do one of two. And here's the link for one of two. And then two of two. And Tyler had to hop off of here. She was fading. I don't know, Christian, if you want to stay on here. I'm going to finish this out. We've got about 45 minutes for this deadline, but I'm absolutely committed to getting this published so that we can proceed. So I will let you choose to whether you want to continue to engage, because I know that it's very late and tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So I cooked, I walked the dog, I'm back here, but I gotta go, man.
I'm gonna
So
hop off to Jason, if that's okay, because I have a long day tomorrow too.
Okay, and if I'll send you a DM. I don't know if you're available, or a SMS, Amy, because I think that we have to do one more transaction to do this swap. I'm not sure if that's something that we'll need your confirmation on, but that's something that I
Well,
will.
I'll go ahead and stay then if that's the case. So yeah, we'll get it done.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you, Christian. We've got a lot of work, or we've not a lot of work, but a short amount of time. We've got a lot of work for everything that we're doing, but here tonight, like, we've got a couple boxes to check. So looking
yeah,
forward to.
it actually made sense today. For the first time, I've kind of seen a flow of processes into how the one was related to the other. And it, out of all the things that I've been hearing you say, it's kind of made some sense today. So that helped out quite a bit.
I
Anyway,
was
we'll
gonna
we'll
say
catch up.
I'm proud of Christian for hanging in there. I was like, I hope he's not confused or anything, but I'm proud of you.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm a man of my word. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. If I'm going to be in any way, shape, or form supporting the project, I need to understand. So anyway,
Well, one thing, Christian, that I will always commit to delivering is an immense amount of knowledge through a fire hose. And, like, again, kudos to you for taking it all in and coming back for more fire hose.
fair enough. Well, thanks, guys. I'll see if we can get together for Saturday. I sent you an email because the address you gave me, like at the time I checked it, it was like an hour away from in driving with traffic from my place. So we'll figure it out. It's just a matter of dialing in the place. But we'll be in touch tomorrow. We can talk about that. Okay.
Sounds like a plan, and that's one thing that we're committed to, is that right there, figuring
Okay.
it out.
All right. Well, good night to both of you. It was nice spending some time doing something cool. Okay.
Yep.
Night.
Have a good night. Thanks, Christian.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so continuing to copy and paste all the stuff here. And let me actually move on to that swap exercise, because I know that Tyler was wanting to call it a good night as well. Let's actually see about executing that as well. And I may take that offline here. I'm thinking that it'd probably be best, Amy, to just, like, wrap up the live stream and then, like, figure this out as concisely as possible here, like, just over a quick call that we're not broadcasting out to the universe, since this live stream has already been open for a couple hours. I feel really good what we accomplished here and going through the exercise as far as transferring some funds, setting up the quest. But that sound like a good plan?
Yeah. So do you still need me after you turn off the Zoom or?
I do. We need to get
Okay.
the
Okay.
transaction executed here so that we get these Questin and the joke race live, and we've got only 40 minutes to get both of these things. And the most important thing is getting the joke race submitted, because that's where we've got the deadline. The Questin is just to amplify and add exposure and awareness to the joke race submission.
Are you gonna
But-
send me a different link after we close the Zoom? Or how is
I'll just give you a call. I'll catch up. Like let's just
Okay.
catch up on the phone here in like 5 or so. Let's take a 5-minute break and then I'll give you a
Okay.
call in 5.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye.